Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Premier League Fantasy Football and welcome to my video. It's a team selection video for Game Week 25. But before that, let's have a quick look at Game Week 24 and see how well my team did. As you all know, I played the wildcard. So if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe and drop a like on the video as it will help my channel out a lot. So here we go. So as you can see, I wildcarded in Game Week 24 because I wanted to make the push right now instead of waiting towards the end of the season. And I wildcarded now because I wanted to navigate Game Week 25, Game Week 26, and Game Week 27. And there's a possibility that I will have enough players for the blank Game Week 30. But yeah, we'll see what happens. There's going to be a lot of double Game Week announcements very, very soon. So as you can see, for Game Week 24, I got 48 points, above the average of 28, and I got 3 more players left to play. So after the first couple of games, I dropped down in the ranks. I was around the 400k mark, and I think I gained like 60 or 70k green arrow, so that helped out really well. The wild card is paying off so far. Still got 3 more players left, but Jota and Salah returning in tonight's games, that is definitely going to hurt the rank, but it's a green arrow and it has worked so far. So let me go through it and see how well my team and players has performed. So as you can see, David De Gea in goal, 2 points. I was actually expecting him to get a clean sheet against Burnley. I wasn't expecting Burnley to score, but they did. And a lot of people has the problem now of if they should get more Manchester United players because of the way they're performing. For me, I have like a tough decision to make. Although my first plan is to remove Kevin De Bruyne for Bruno Fernandes and captain him in Game Week 25. Now that's kind of changing. I'm thinking to myself, well, maybe I can keep De Bruyne, or maybe I could just remove De Bruyne and just get Salah and just be prepared for Game Week 26. So there's a lot of things that I have to consider, but I'm in a good spot right now. But yeah, let's go through the team. So I got Trent and Robertson, so they're going to be playing tonight. Hopefully it's a clean sheet. Trent is not going to give me a rank boost, but Robertson will if he gets a clean sheet and if he gets some kind of returns. That's gonna help out a lot. He's been playing really well recently. As you can see, every time that he played, well, he didn't play it because I think he was suspended. So as you can see, against Crystal Palace, he had 2 assists. Against Brentford, he got a clean sheet and assist. And the other game that he played in against Tottenham, he scored a goal and assist. So he's actually been performing well when he's been playing. The fixtures for Liverpool is fantastic in the next couple of game weeks, so I'm really happy to own Robertson. He's 7.1, so he's a little bit expensive, and I don't know if I want to keep him for the long term because I might move him on in Game Week 27 where he blanks, but we'll see. We will see. Cancelo, so I had Diaz, I removed him and I brought in Cancelo. He had so many opportunities to score a couple of goals really, so it's been unlucky not to get any more points. Lucatin with only 1, very disappointing. That game was a free game and nothing from him and Watkins, and I was quite surprised about continuous ownership and and how well he played. I know that he's a fantastic player, but I wasn't expecting him to be highly owned, and that hurt a lot. That hurt my rank a lot. Every time he scored, every time he got points. But yeah. Bowen with 11 points. What can I say about him? He's just been continuing to do well. Martinelli is another differential of mine. He's a cheap Arsenal player that actually plays. That's why I bought him in, because I really wanted a cheap player. If I'm going to be bench boosting in Game Week 26, I've got to have these cheap players in my team that actually plays, that could get some returns. Kevin De Bruyne, my captain. This was one of the other reasons why I wildcarded in Game Week 24. I wanted to get rid of Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, and just bring the main guy that he's got a chance to return. He did return, got the 3 bonus points, and yeah, he's been performing really, really well. As you can see, since him coming back from like fitness and injuries and illnesses and stuff, he's just doing so well. And now I've got a problem because I don't know if I should remove him, but I want Salah or I want Fernandez. So there's a couple of options there, but we'll see what happens. I'm gonna wait on that. Joshua King, nothing. 2. Watkins with 2. Edouard was actually on the bench, so that did not help out. And yeah, this was my bench. As you can see, Cody and Ramsdale yet to play. So I benched Rafinha. I got Cornet. He's got a knock, but I think he should be fine. So we'll see what happens in the next game. Although I'm going to be benching him anyway, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, that's my team. I've got 3 more players left. Hopefully they will return and I can get around 60 plus points. That will be fantastic. If I could maintain the green arrow this game week, that would be awesome. So for game week 25, this is how my team is looking like so far. So I got David De Gea in goal, double game week. So as you all know, Manchester United and Brighton has got 2 fixtures in game week 25. Now my main transfer for this game week is to remove Kevin De Bruyne and bring in Bruno Fernandes and captain him. Although that's going to be a tough decision to make. So I got Trent and Robertson against Burnley away. I think this is a very good fixture for Liverpool to keep a clean sheet. Now, look at team. I think it's going to be tough for them to keep a clean sheet against Newcastle. I think with Newcastle's new signings, they look better. They look better. When I look at that team sheet, I'm like, oh, okay, that looks like a pretty exciting team. I don't think Aston Villa is going to be able to keep a clean sheet. So I'm just going to pray that he does get some kind of returns. Cancelo against Norwich. There is a small chance that he might be benched because the Champions League is coming up. So we're going to be aware of that. Bowen against Leicester. Can't really say much with him. I think, you know, the guy is just on form. And Leicester City can't even keep clean sheets. They leak a lot of goals. Rafinha against Everton. I think this is a good fixture for Leeds. And this is a chance for Rafinha to get a return. But we'll just have to see. Now, De Bruyne, very good fixture at Norwich away. But the Champions League is after this game. So there could be some rotation there. And in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, they should rotate. You know, they got Gundogan, they got Walcott, they got all these other players that they can play, like Jack Grealish and so on. I think, you know, I think they got a chance to rest players against Norwich to play in the Champions League to get a decent amount of goals, so they're kind of ahead in the first leg. Joshua King against Brighton, I don't even know what to expect from him anymore. And Watkins and Edouard, so I'm just going to hope that he plays. So I've got Cornet and Cody on the bench just in case. And obviously the Arsenal players will be blanking in that game week. So that is my team. It's just all about the Manchester United players. So I just need to make that decision towards the deadline. Right now, I'm just going to sit back and just watch the couple of games left yet to play this afternoon. So, yeah. As you can see, I've got 0.8. I can remove Kevin De Bruyne and I can bring in Mo Salah with no problems. So that was the plan. Well, that was one of the plans. The other one was to bring in Bruno Fernandes and captain him for Game Week 25 and then remove Bruno Fernandes in Game Week 26 and bring in Mo Salah and captain him. Now, if like Cornet, if I find out like Edouard's not going to be playing a lot, I don't know. Let's just say Martinelli is getting benched a lot, or there's another injury within my team, then I might not use the bench boost. Even though I prepared for it, you know, that's not the only thing I prepared. I prepared for the Game Week 27 fixtures as well. So if I find myself like losing a couple of players and I have to take like, I don't know, 8-point hit or something like that to fix the team, to bench boost, I don't know if it's worth it because I could just triple captain Mo Salah. So I have options, which is good. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to see what happens. But for game week 25, I think bringing in Bruno Fernandes and maybe even Mo Salah could be the way to go. But I've got Kevin De Bruyne. We'll see how things are. If I find out that, you know, Manchester City might rotate a lot, then yeah, I will bring in Fernandes and captain him. If I feel like, you know, Fernandes might be benched, then I'll just go and get Salah. So there's just a lot of possibilities. I just need to hear like press conference and just to make my final decisions. And for the game week 26, you know, it's a double game week, and I'm thinking to, you know, use my bench boost. If, like I mentioned, if Cornet is injured, if Edouard is not playing the next game, if I get any other injuries, then there's a possibility that I might not use the bench boost and I would just use my triple captainship. And my team is actually really good for that week anyway to use the triple captain, because I'll have Robertson and Trent. So let's just have a look here. Yeah, so I have Robertson, Trent and Mo Salah against Norwich and Leeds. I'll have Ramsdale. I'll play him. I've got the double game week player, Ramsdale and Martinelli against Wolves and Brentford. I've got Joshua King against Crystal Palace and Aston Villa. So I got a good amount of cover. I've got Rafinha that's got a double. The only ones that I don't have doubles is from like Bowen, but he's got a very good fixture at home against, I think it's Newcastle. Cancelo at home against Tottenham. So I do have a decent team. Even like if I'm just going to play my triple captain, I've got a decent team for that week anyway. So we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see. If everything's fine, then I will bench boost in game week 26, and then we'll see what happens from there. Anyways, guys, that is pretty much it. Thank you so much for joining. Hopefully I can maintain the green arrow in tonight's games, because we've got Liverpool versus Leicester. The only player here that could hurt me is Jota. Salah, not that much. His ownership is actually quite low. So, yeah, it's Jota. And I think he's going to do well anyway. And Ramsdale, you know, I benched him. So, and a couple of Arsenal players like Saka could hurt the rank a little bit. But other than that, if they don't return, then I can maintain it, and I could probably get a decent more green arrow rank. So anyways, thank you so much for joining, guys. I hope that this video has helped you. I'm trying to save the season. I'm trying to push now and try and get closer to the top 100k. But we'll see what happens, guys. Okay. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining. I hope that this video has helped you. Drop a like on the video as it helps my channel a lot, and subscribe if you're new. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.